Picture this. You walk into a quiet lab, and a tiny storm is waiting under the microscope. A complex little performance called ejaculation. Not sexy fluff, but raw biology, history, and mind-bending facts that make you want to read the next paper. Ready? Well, let's run. Ejaculation is two acts in one neat reflex. First comes emission. Glands and ducts push a fluid cocktail into the urethra. Then comes expulsion. A spinal reflex contracts muscles to clear that gene. It's an orchestra led by the autonomic nervous system, with the sympathetic branch cueing emission and somatic nerves firing the expulsive. Your brain is watching, but the spine does the choreography. Now, the liquid itself, semen, is not just sperm floating in water. It's a biochemical soup. Secretions from the seminal vesicles, prostate and bulbourethral glands mix with sperm from the testes. That mix buffers acidity, feeds sperm with fructose and enzyme, and even briefly modulates the immune response in the female tract. Think of it as a tiny, multi-component delivery system engineered by evolution to give sperm a fighting chance. Numbers that make you blink. Average ejaculate volume is around 3 milliliters. Sperm counts vary wildly, from under 1 million to hundreds of millions per milliliter. And sperm can survive up to 5 days inside the female reproductive tract under lucky conditions. Sperm swim at only a few millimeters per minute, yet a tiny percentage make the marathon to an egg. It's a brutal filter, and that's where natural selection sharpens the edge. Hormones slide into the story. Testosterone sets the stage for production. Oxytocin and endorphins help bond and modulate pleasure. Prolactin often rises after climax and ties into the refractory period, the time before a person can respond again. Age, health, sleep, stress, smoking, and heat exposure all tweak these systems. Hot baths and tight clothing, not great for sperm production. Diet, exercise, and avoiding toxins help. Cultural side trip. Humans have told myths about semen for millennia, from life force narratives to medical panaceas. Those tales shaped stigma and policy, and learning their history helps us see why people feel the way they do about semen. Clinical and practical angles. Semen analysis tells us about fertility. Retrograde ejaculation and low volume point to specific problems. Prostate health influences emission. Cryopreservation gives hope to cancer patients. Our techniques bypass many natural hurdles. But with power comes ethics, informed consent. Privacy and respect are core if you work in this field. So what's the irresistible next step? Dive into a paper on sperm motility. Shadow a lab that does semen analysis, or map the neural circuits in animal models. Read the classic studies and the latest genomic work on sperm function. You'll find untold discoveries, surprising clinical links, and debates that touch law, society, and personal life. That tiny storm under the microscope is big science. And once you peek, you'll want to keep looking.